What's up, Dan? Hey, Dan, can you unlock the window? Sure. Try it now. Nope. Still locked. Try again. How about now? Now? Try it now. Now? 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 Nothing? 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 I'm Dan H, and that was completely ridiculous. But do you know what's not ridiculous? Being able to fix that broken switch by yourself without spending a dime. And that's what we're going to do today on the project. Let's go see how it's done. Alright, so we're out here with the Cherokee door that I pulled from the parts Jeep. The door card is extremely easy to take off. All you need is a screwdriver and one of these trim pullers. You can get this from any auto parts store. So all you gotta do is take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws out with the screwdriver, number 3 bit for these big bolts, and a regular number 2 bit for those two. And then you just use the trim puller to pop off the fasteners. This one is already done. Then you just slide this up, and that comes off. Now let me show you inside. Now that you got some space in it, you could pop off these clips right here, holding on the door levers and the lock levers. There we go. And now you move over here and you get the clips for the window switches. Okay, now that the card is completely separated from the door, you'll have easy access to 1, 2, 3 screws. Gross. But now that we got it removed, we're going to bring it inside the shop and we're going to go open it up. So I'm showing you how to fix these switches because I have a ton of parts all over the place from deconstructing that black parts car. I had the door panels out, I had the doors off, so I wanted to get to the switch while it's still accessible. So this video is coming before the rest of Project Beach Jeep. So thanks for bearing with me. Let's dig into this. Okay, we're back. I couldn't resist an Eddie Murphy quote. No, I didn't get ice cream. We got a project to do. So let's take a look at the switch. So when these switches fail, you'll notice that only the driver can control all the other windows. What happens is, over the years, the constant pressing of the window lock switch, the solder joints inside break, and that disables all the other windows from being opened and closed by their respective switches. They can only be controlled by the master switch. So we're going to open up this switch and we're going to fix those solder joints. So before we crack open this switch, we're going to plug in our soldering iron. Going to set this out of the way while it heats up. We're going to dig in. So while the soldering iron is heating up, you're going to want to pry off these buttons first. Now, you could use the same trim removal tool that I showed you in the beginning. And what you do is you just slide it under the buttons and you give it a gentle pry. And these things tend to fly all over the place, so make sure you keep your hand over it so you don't lose the buttons. Once you get the buttons off, you can set them aside. We're going to turn it over and we're going to remove the 6 screws on the back. Set them aside as well. Now to open the case, you're going to want to gently pry with the screwdriver the top from the bottom right at where these little clips are. It helps if you use more than one screwdriver. They have a tendency to clip back into place. There we go. So I'm going to take the cover, set it aside. Now here's where you can see the damaged solder joints. See if I can zoom in on it for you. So right here, this little crack in the solder joint, this is what causes all the other window switches to fail. So what we're going to do is resolder all these little joints, and that should fix the problem. Okay, once all your joints are resoldered, what we're going to do next is cut a piece of sandpaper off, tape it to the screwdriver, and we're going to clean out all these little contacts in here. Oh yeah, look at all that grime. Yeah, that was pretty disgusting under there. You know what? I'm going to go one step further and use some contact cleaner. Alright, now that your joints are resoldered and your contacts are all clean, we're going to clean up this cover and then reassemble it. Anytime you have something apart, it's always a good idea to clean it up. Just going to use some regular Windex. Okay, before you put this all back together, you're going to want to make sure that the mirror selector is intact and the toggle is intact for your side view mirrors. Alright, so we're going to mate the two back together. Again, test the selector. and the toggle, and we can screw this baby back together. Yes, I used the screw gun to unscrew it, but I'm going to use a regular screwdriver to screw it back together. Don't want to strip these. After all, it is plastic, and it's 17 years old. Okay, so once the screws are all in place, we can put the buttons back on. Now, all the buttons are the same. They don't have any specific order except for the driver's side front window, which has the auto, and it's a bigger size, so you can't mess that up. Alright guys, so that's a really quick and easy way to fix your Jeep Cherokee master switch. If you already have a soldering iron, it shouldn't cost you a dime. So I'm just going to do the passenger switch, and then I'm going to set them both aside for Project Beach Jeep. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again on the next project.